Maryland, Governor O'Malley hasn't even signed the bill into law yet, and organizers are already preparing for the very next step. ABC 2 News' Christian Schaefer is here with that part of the story. Christian?
And Rosie, that next step is the push to challenge the newly passed bill with a statewide referendum to get the measure on the ballot for the election in November. Opponents of same-sex marriage have to gather thousands of signatures, and they have to do it quickly.
The bill legalizing same-sex marriage in Maryland is headed to the governor's desk.
While love makes a family, it's marriage that protects it.
Opponents say delegates in the House were pressured by Governor O'Malley, House Speaker Michael Bush, and Senate President Mike Miller.
They want a political agenda, and they wanted this bill passed, and they did everything they could to get it passed.
And now that it passed, those opponents are getting ready, setting up a website that, once approved by the state's Board of Elections, will be used to gather signatures. They need 55,736 of them to force the issue onto the ballot later this year. They're aiming higher than that.
We need to make sure we're above that 100,000 mark so that we can be well above any kind of court challenges, and then we'll survive them and make sure that the citizens of Maryland can vote on this in November of 2012.
Referendums have failed to approve same-sex marriage in 31 other states. Delegate Heather Mazier had a commitment ceremony with her partner in Maryland in 2005, then got a marriage license in California in 2008. She says, unlike Maryland, in most of those other states, the referendum happened before the state's legislature had passed a same-sex marriage bill.
If voters were to overturn what we have just done, they're going to be taking people's rights away. It's a whole nother issue to be taking away rights that are granted by an elected public body.
Delegate Neil Parrott remains confident, but for now he's focused on making sure there will be a referendum.
I believe in the citizens of Maryland. I believe they're going to work very, very hard to make sure that it gets on that ballot. And then when it gets on the ballot, I believe that traditional marriage will be upheld in Maryland.
Well, a Gonzalez poll taken last month showed that statewide, 49% of Marylanders favor a law allowing same-sex couples to get married. 47% opposed at a virtual tie. Governor O'Malley will sign the bill into law Thursday of next week. Delegate Parrott has until May 31st to get the first 17,000 signatures he needs, and then until June 30th to get the rest. Reporting from the newsroom, Christian Schaefer, ABC 2 News.